After digging out the holes for the posts, the biggest job and one of the most important jobs was to set the posts in the right position and concrete them in. Uh, Not only was it quite important to get them square, but as the ground was sloping down, they also each had to be cut off individually for length. I did this by setting stakes into the ground that were level and then measuring down to the bottom of the pit on each post. Ideally, the posts should have been pressure treated, but as they were posts I cut myself from my fir trees, I wasn't able to do that. So what I did do was I put the posts upright into a bucket of preservative overnight to let the capillary action draw it up into the end grain. And then I set the posts, as you can see, into a plastic bag that the concrete surrounds. By doing this, I think I've managed to avoid most of the problems, which would be at the bottom where where the post would get damp. The concreting was a bit time consuming as I had to mix it all by hand, and I probably put in far too much concrete in each post, but I just want them moving around after I'd finished. The end result is that the posts are very firmly embedded into the concrete, and I've got no worries in the future about them moving around or being disturbed by the wind. After letting the concrete set off overnight, I joined the tops of the posts all the way around with a timber, and then installed the rafters or joists in between them at about 2 foot centres. Unfortunately, I didn't take a video of this section of the work. It all went up a lot quicker than I thought because I'd pre-cut everything before I actually brought them out to put them up in position. I had a very good friend of mine, Nigel, come over and visit for a few days from the UK, and gave me a hand with the construction of this. Not only did it make the job so much more enjoyable rather than doing it on my own, some of the jobs were really a double-handed job, and I'd have been pushed to have done it without him, I think. The next job was to get the metal roofing on. This is quite time consuming, as you can see, every single fixing has to be drilled through the roof, and then a small plate is put over the top for support, along with washers and a cap to seal it to stop the rain coming in. In all, the roof is about a total of 20 square metres. It's about 6 metres long by about 3.5 metres deep. Here's a view of the end result, which I must say I'm very pleased with indeed. I've now got both my tractor and my ride-on mower inside there. The only thing that I should probably do sometime in the future is to block off the end with boarding, and maybe part of the back. I'm not too bothered. I like the wind coming through, but it would just be nice to stop the rain from blowing in the end. I hope you've all enjoyed this video, so I shall say goodbye until I do my next one. I'm going to be doing a review next on a chipper shredder that I bought for the garden, so that should be coming up. Shortly. Take care. Bye bye.